What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Kind of Funny podcast. I'm your boy, Nick Scarpino. My beat master general over there, Mr. Andy Cortez. Lay something nasty down for me,
Put something down, Daddy.
And the man in the middle is Snowbike Mike. Lay it down, Mike. Snowbike Mike.
Yo, the feeling's just so right. I'm here to hang out with Andy and Nick tonight.
Okay, we got there.
Dog.
We got there.
That was
man.
great.
No, that was great. That
So
was really good.
before the show, we were telling Nick about the hippo that's stolen all of our hearts.
Yeah.
That's taken over the world.
But Moodang will get to your Instagram reels probably in about Q2 2025.
Should we wait?
I forgot that he's on the Instagram.
Should we
that
wait?
joke just continues to give no matter what.
Should we wait 4 weeks for it to hit me before we talk about this? Or you guys show it to me.
No, because Moodang. Look,
Okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Moodang, that's the hippo's name? More important or less important than the Costco guys?
right
Oh.
now.
Wow.
I'll say this: the
Costco
Costco guys,
guys-
they took a big L over the weekend.
What?
What happened?
They ran out during a football game,
Florida Atlantic. Go
and,
Owls.
and then they wanted the crowd to cheer "Boom" with them,
Mm-hmm.
and it was silent.
they wanted to do the world's largest boom for Guinness World Book of Records.
That would have been cool.
And it was a big nobody cheered along. It was really embarrassing for them.
Yeah.
But Moodang continues to climb up. And here's the thing: I was a hater, Nick. The night that me and Mike went to go watch Coheed and Cambria and Incubus,
Awesome.
I had tweeted out, and I even told Mike as we were sitting there in between shows, in between artists, I was like, Mike, is Twitter being a little too aggressive with the algorithm right now?
aggressive. Yeah.
Where, and I didn't really realize it at the time, Nick, but I had liked a video of some behind the scenes thing for the movie Prometheus. And suddenly the whole timeline is behind the scenes stuff, Ridley Scott, Prometheus, Alien. I'm like, I don't like that movie like that. Like, you don't gotta really force it down my throat that way.
Yeah.
And this goddamn hippo, little baby hippo named Moodang, kept on popping up on my algorithm, and I was kind of a hater at first. And then I had to accept Moodang into my life.
You have to accept
I have
Moodang
seen
into your
Moodang.
life.
Moodang has in fact made it to the reels.
Made to the
I know
Instagram
exactly
reels?
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
This little, he's kind of like lubed up.
Yeah. Oh, it's always Moodang's always wet. They're
Why
always
is
like
Moodang
spraying water
always
on it.
just so? Is it because he needs
moist
it for
for
his?
Her. Yeah, they're
Does
always.
she need it for her skin to be a little more moisture?
She just, it looks like she has fun with it. She just really enjoys the environment, but she's always kind of like attacking the handlers behind their knees and stuff. But Moodang, yes, has taken over the internet, continues to dominate,
Roger, can I
continues to be
see-
in every meme.
Yeah.
Can I see Moodang in some sort of action?
Yeah, let's get some
Is there some
Moodang
sort of
clips here.
Moodang
I got you. I haven't
motion?
seen it either.
This
That
hippo
we
is
can
taking
have.
over the world.
You haven't
know what
seen
I
it
mean?
either, Roger?
No, I'm also on the Instagram Reels because I'm too addicted to TikTok. So then I banish myself to the boomer.
I said Roger,
to the-
really
do you
good.
feel-
Costco
do you
guys
feel like
to
that's-
TikTok?
Do you feel like that's helped, Roger? Do you think you spend less time on reels?
No, I spend more time on Reels,
Oh,
but
that's
I
great.
feel myself connected with my father in a deep.
Oh, I
sense now,
see.
which is nice.
So you've become
I get a
Nick.
lot
So
of
my
reels from my
generation.
dad as well. My dad will send me like a random Star Wars or Lord of the Rings reel or something like that.
I think
or
I
random
think-
like Trump hating reel.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, good.
Do you, now, Roger, do you think you spend more time on the reels because it's harder to find stuff of value, or because it's so much better than TikTok?
Well, no,
wow.
it's because it goes the opposite direction than TikTok, right? You know, TikTok, they're like, hey, here's new stuff. I now have the thing on Instagram Reels where they show me things that I've already liked. Like, it literally has the heart next to it. So it's just showing me the greatest hits. And
Dude,
I
you wanna see it
appreciate
again?
that. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I get?
Like look, Reels is learning about the Kendrick beef right now.
You guys hear about this? You guys hear about these songs?
Kendrick and Drake, crazy.
I keep getting. What's
Okay, that's just the Moodang
That's
butt.
Moodang butt. That's a little booty.
Look at this
Moodang
little
booty.
guy. And then again, like the
Oh my God,
anger,
that is a cute.
the
Oh, here it goes. Hey.
and like they'll spray water on her, and then she'll just like just freak out.
Look at us. Look at
Dude,
those cheeks.
that is the cutest thing.
It's really, really freaking adorable.
What? If we could have
and she's
one-
gonna be a killing machine.
Well, look
This
at how
will
big
be
her
an
mom is.
absolute tank is right. Yeah.
I don't even think that's a mom.
That's just another hippopotamus.
That's just another baby. That older hippo's got to be about like 3 years old, I bet.
But that thing right there could do some damage. That's probably 250, 300 pounds right there.
Sure, but
way
like
more
not
than
the
that.
size of a big old adult hippo.
Oh no, adult hippos like in Africa fucking kill people.
Yeah.
like, they're very, very
They're
deadly.
the
what
number
Moodang
one
will
cause of
become.
death.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think that in 5 years we get the Tiger King documentary on Netflix about hippos.
Oh my God!
'Cause
Have you
there's one
seen the
about monkeys right now. Yeah.
she's feeding the monkeys just food that you'd feed me: Krispy Kreme donuts, peanut butter. They're like, "Do you think you're feeding the monkeys good food?" No, I'm just feeding them whatever the fuck I want. Monkeys stay in cages. That monkey's gonna kill that lady.
Is this the one that ripped off the lady's face?
I don't know
right?
how it ends. I've just heard, like, I've seen bits of it, and I haven't watched the whole thing. So I'm like, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she gets her face ripped
Because this
off.
is like an older thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh no!
But it's a new documentary, but it's an older.
It's the guys that did Tiger King,
because like
and this lady's apparently just crazy.
I was living in my apartment in Austin.
Yeah.
I just moved into my single apartment. I didn't have cable, so I was watching a lot of just antenna TV, Mike. I was watching a lot of Oprah.
Oh shit!
A lot of like Wayne Brady's got that one fucking show. Come on down for game
Oh
show.
my
Brady
God! I
show.
love that show.
Yeah. Let's make a deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also like this door, that door, all that, like a lot of like awful, just sort of daytime stuff is
that.
what I was watching.
Judge Judy.
Yeah, a lot of things like that. Joe Brown or some shit like that.
Oh, Judge Joe Brown.
Anyway, on one of the Oprah ones, the Oprah show that I watched in, I'm gonna say 2010, was where this lady has a veil over her face.
no.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
her face
no.
has been ripped off.
Yeah, they rip your face off.
And she's talking about how she a pet monkey ripped her face off,
Mhm.
and she has this veil over her face and to kind of cover and obscure it, and she reveals her face, and it was a shocking moment of like.
Just like, what the hell was
Very
that?
powerful right now.
It was shocking, Nick. It was pretty frightening.
Can we talk about some of
It
this
was
stuff?
scary.
Because man, oh man, I got on my TikTok algorithm a lady with a monkey, cute little chimp, but the monkey will do everything. So the monkey's making food with her and operating the appliances and freaking turning on the blender and stuff. Monkey knows.
You can't.
And the
do
monkey
that.
will scream. Monkey, It's like, okay, it's your turn. It's to land on the home decor or whatever device and just let the monkey go crazy. Thing's nuts.
I would
bro.
not be surprised if I watched this video and it was a child in a costume. And Mike just
I'm
wasn't wearing his
I'm
glasses.
gonna find it for you right now.
If it's not a child in a costume, it's AI that Mike didn't realize it's AI. Like I said, it's like, oh my God, have you seen this bear doing a karate kick? I'm like, no, that's just AI,
Oh
dog.
my God. Or, I mean, the chat has put it up there. We talk about Mudang. But
Yeah.
have you met Pesto?
What?
Pesto the penguin?
Who's this?
You don't know about Pesto
I don't know
the
about Pesto the
this
penguin.
Pesto the penguin, an emperor penguin, is the biggest baby around. Bigger than the mother and father, bigger than all the emperor penguins in the aquarium
It's like
right now.
big- you
Wait,
mean,
but
you mean
aren't you-
popular wise or size wise?
Is an emperor
Size.
penguin like a?
They're the biggest penguin, right?
Yeah, the big penguin.
Yeah. They're the ones that
Oh,
are
it's
like,
not a class. It's
no,
not
it's
like
the size
a.
of like a teenage,
Yes.
early teenager.
What am I
dressed
thinking
up
of
as
with
a penguin.
with like insects? The queen
young.
bee.
Oh, no,
It's
no.
not like that?
This is Pesto.
Oh,
So Pesto will shed all this, that brown fur, and become just a normal-looking emperor penguin. But Pesto, the baby right now, that's a baby penguin, is massive.
dude. I mean, I'm used to seeing the hairy penguins.
Yes.
When they are a fourth of the size of the other penguins because they're babies. Why is it such a big baby?
That's a big baby.
That is a big ass baby.
Everybody wants to talk to
Why does he
Pesto
have
the
hair?
penguin.
Well, because like that, it's like, you know, baby birds don't always look like the birds that they grow into, sort of.
But are
thing.
they feathers or is it like just hair?
No,
that
it's
they
like
gotta shed?
feathers. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like hairy. I was like,
But
that's
I'm used to
fucking
only
weird.
seeing. But I'm Nick. I'm used to seeing them like a foot tall.
Yeah, they're tiny. This
When
one is
they're
a
this hairy.
25-year-old penguin.
Pesto, man.
Oh
Dude,
my God.
Pesto the penguin is a big. A lot of animals taking the scene right now. Okay, we got the hippo, we got Pesto. A lot of animals taking the scene, and now I'm gonna send you this, Roger. We got to watch a couple
Roger,
of these.
while he sends
'cause
you that-
this monkey is wild.
I want to see the monkey, but before I do that, of course, I want to tell you all this is the Kind of Funny podcast where each and every week, hey, 3, sometimes 4 best friends gather around this table, each bringing all sorts of cool memes and fun stuff to talk about for you. If you're listening for the first time, hey, welcome in. Thank you guys so much. We're going to be shooting the shit about lots of fun stuff today. Shout out to our Patreon producers, Drummer Boy, Casey Andrew, James Hastings, Nathan Lamoth, and Carl Jacobs. You are amazing. And today, we are brought to you by Shady Rays, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Putting in assets right now, Roger. Can we please go to this TikTok channel and let's just cruise around here of this lady and her pet, okay? Because this monkey over here, this monkey does it all. Okay, this monkey's cooking,
Let's take it.
doing
Let's
the
take a look.
dishes. It's a sight to see, and I wonder. It's like will this monkey take a turn? Okay, that's what I wonder.
It's inevitable.
That's what I worry about having these kind of pets. Is this pet gonna take a turn?
When
one
will
day?
the primal instinct kick in?
So look at this monkey.
Oh, that's a little capuchin. That's like Marcel from Friends. Those are very smart monkeys.
Okay, this monkey's kind of for
This monkey's working over the stovetop
Kind
currently.
of stirring. Not really though.
Yeah.
Like
He's not really getting it done.
maybe washing dishes, but really
Yeah.
just kind of putting water on its face in the faucet.
I like that they had to put a little diaper there
I
because
mean-
he's just gonna go caca whenever he wants.
Mike, I'll be real with you. I thought I was gonna watch
Roger,
this thing making
can
a
we-
cake.
Can we go through the TikTok? Because I just sent Roger the first one I found. This lady right here, who the owner of the monkey, has a full. That monkey's washing dishes.
I don't.
That
I mean,
monkey has a
okay.
knife.
It has a
knife.
blade. It has a
That
blade.
monkey
Okay.
has a knife and is washing the dishes right now. You can't tell me that monkey's not washing the dishes.
I don't think it is, Mike. I think like, you
How long
really.
you've ever washed the dishes?
Yeah, Mike just throws dishes away and buys new dishes.
I'm on a paper plates and plastic
When I'm
cups
done with
kick
this
right
plate,
now.
just get out of here. Yeah, I
outta here.
don't like.
God.
I'll be honest with you, Mike. I expected
Roger,
this.
give me a different one. Stop letting them tease me. Give me a different one, Roger.
I
That's the
expected
only
this.
one you sent.
I'm gonna get. Well, you just gotta go to the profile. You gotta
I mean,
go-
he's
I
definitely
expected like
washing
the
this.
laundry to be like, all right, let's get the fabric softener. And
Let me get some. Let me get some.
this
Let me
monkey's
find some.
just like doing stuff.
Oh my-
This monkey sucks. This is a bad monkey.
Okay. I
you
gotta
really
do it. I gotta do
oversold
it.
this.
What is this incredible house this woman
The
has? What a
question
beautiful
is,
yard.
when does the monkey take the turn? You know what I mean? And
You know,
God forbid the monkey
I'll
takes the
answer your
turn.
question with another question. Are
Yeah.
you shocked at all that Kevin doesn't own a monkey? No,
We
I'm not
talk
talking
about
It feels
about
like
a monkey.
he's
I'm talking
working
about
up
a
towards it, right?
chimpanzee, like
Yeah,
a real legit, like
He's
tear
already
your
got
face
two
off.
dogs. He's got a cat. He's got a child now.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like he's working his way up to getting one of these.
I mean, before
that
this-
monkey's mopping the floor.
No, it's
that
not.
monkey's under that
It's holding a thing. It's holding a mop device, but it's not cleaning anything, Mike.
That monkey is mopping the floor
You
right now.
oversold the shit out of this.
Look at it.
I mean,
Look
he's
at it.
figuring
Look
it
at the
out.
mop.
You're gonna see
Let him figure
next.
it
Mike
out.
is gonna show us a video of the monkey on top of a car. Be like, it's driving,
Is driving a car.
driving the car.
This monkey's mopping the floor
It's
right
not
now.
doing what you're.
Take a look. Take a look at it. See, look. Great use of the mop.
Doesn't. It's just holding and moving devices. It is not doing what you're saying it's doing.
That's not even the video I sent Roger.
You keep saying the
You
wrong
told me to
video.
go through the TikTok file. This is the number one video. 36 million views.
36 million views.
And that monkey's mopping the floors. 36 million people think that monkey's mopping the floors.
I think
Mike,
they all
just-
think that he's mopping
Mike,
the floor.
just because the description of the TikTok says someone's got to get the work done
Pluralized.
around here doesn't mean it's actually doing work. It's just playing with
Let's see
a
this one.
thing.
This one's got 46 million. What's he
Look at
doing?
this monkey.
He's got some whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
Mike's going to go, oh, he's baking a pie.
Wait. Oh my God.
Look at that.
Now you stay out of the refrigerator. Thank you.
Look at this.
That was sweet monkey. Yeah, you so pretty.
Oh. Shit, I might need to get a
You got
monkey.
to know.
Mike's, he's baking a 4-course meal. Like he's just holding a fucking whipped cream can.
Mike, I think that you would score with a lot of ladies if you had either a monkey or like a parakeet
Oh.
that you kept with you all the time.
You see the guy that has a parrot? And when they leave home,
Yeah.
he lets the parrot fly out the window and it soars
Shut
above his car.
the
And then it'll come
front
in. You seen this guy?
No.
This guy's got two parrots. He pulls out the driveway with one of them. The other parrot gets jealous, flies next to the car, and he goes, "Ah, shit, Larry wants to come." Rolls down the window. Larry lets him know, and then starts soaring in front of the car as they drive down the streets.
You know what that reminds me of?
Tell
When
me.
people skydive in the squirrel suits and into the plane.
Oh, that's some
What?
Cool stuff.
You never
Yeah.
seen that shit?
No.
Oh, dude, that's just nuts. The guys like they jump off, they like base jump or whatever, and as they're soaring, the plane like pulls up next to them and they like try to get in it. Nuts.
Well, okay then. Well then, okay is in the chat says, hasn't he already had a bearded lizard?
I did have one for about an hour. And look at
Was
this.
that yours or was that
What happened to your pet cat?
you got a cat
Simba was taken.
by Animal Services?
Roger just starts laughing out the window. Yeah, Simba was stolen. I let that happen though. I let that happen.
Wait.
Went on to a better home.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
dig into this
Let's
more.
back up for
Because
a
Mike,
second.
at one time we were streaming in the stream room, and he said, "Yeah, I had a pet cat, and I noticed two girls breaking into my window,
Mhm.
and I realized they were stealing my cat,
Yeah.
and I said." You just gonna let it happen.
Just gotta let that happen. Better home.
Now, is it now
Going on
okay?
to a better home.
Were you worried about the confrontation? You want to get physically assaulted, or did you just
So,
not
like,
want the cat anymore?
It went like this, right?
You
know
bought
what?
a cat and didn't want a
You
cat
had
anymore.
No, I didn't buy the cat. Okay, Jesse showed up to the house with an orange cat.
Fucking Jesse.
Okay, Jesse and fucking Martin Fartin.
Martin
and
Fartin.
Bo. All of
Did
a
you know
sudden,
that?
they got an orange cat.
Earl is not Earl the Squirrel's first name.
No.
Yeah, it's not Earl. Well, that's his last name.
What?
Yeah, people know. So there I was one afternoon. It's a beautiful summer day afternoon. All of a sudden, Jesse shows up
I was
with an
thinking I
orange
called you
cat.
Cortez the Squirrel.
It's like,
Doesn't make any sense.
why do you have a cat, Jesse? And he's like, well, this is my new pet. And it's like, all right, well, I guess like we have a cat now at the house. And so for like 3 days, we're like living well with the cat. Everybody's having some fun. Like everything's cool.
Is it like a
comes
wild
up-
cat?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know where he got the cat. He just showed up with a cat.
When people show up with a cat off the street, they think it have all sorts of
You know,
fucked up shit that it
The
gives you.
cat's climbing the bed. The
You
cat's
get cat
climbing the
scratch
walls.
fever.
Everybody's having fun with the cat. You know what I
Right.
mean? And then it's Saturday night. We throw a big party, and everybody's loving. It's like, you know, when you go to that house party, it's like
Murder
oh,
with Mertens, you don't need to ask that question because you ask a very important question
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I need you to never ask again because it's
Okay.
important for the lore. Because me and Nick had the same question.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
question.
Why isn't it Fartin' Martin?
Yeah.
Because Martin Fartin is way
Martin
funnier.
it feels right. So there we are. We're throwing a party on Saturday night. And then it's the next day. And like, you know, when you go to a house party and somebody gets like a
You
new
bring
pet
it to them.
and everybody's like, oh my God, like that's so cool. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like fucking Miriam over there. She's got a new dog. We're all hanging out with
Yeah,
Miriam's dog,
yeah.
right? So it's Sunday morning. You know, everybody's hungover, sleeping in. And I roll outside to sit out and get some sun. And I see 2 girls. I'll keep them nameless.
You knew these
Yeah, I know. I knew.
I didn't know you knew.
I gave him the nod. Like, that's a good idea. And so they look at me. I look at them. And so if you can imagine, if you're looking at the 2 doors, there's a bathroom window that is like a small thing. I could barely fit through it when I was like 160. You have to like shove me in sideways, right, to climb in there. And so the one girl looks at her friend, and she looks at her. They look at me, and I give them the nod, like, I don't know what you're doing, but okay. And she picks the girl up, like deadlifts her, right? Like if you were to T-pose over me, she just goes, whoop! And then the one girl slides in through the bathroom window. She slides in, and she goes, "Duh, duh, duh, get the cat." And I'm looking down, like, what the fuck? 2 seconds later, she opens up the door. She's got the cat, and they start running. And I nod my head. I go, okay, stall the cat.
So was it their cat, do you think, and they knew it was there, or did they just like? How did
I
they know
don't
the
think
cat was
Jesse
there?
stole a cat. I think they looked at him and was like, Jesse doesn't need a cat. Like at this time in Jesse's life, he probably doesn't need that
Well, I mean,
responsibility.
I'm going to be real with you, Mike.
Yeah.
Having met all of your friends,
Yeah.
none of them should be in charge of another life.
Exactly.
Period. I've talked to quite a few people that you came up with in Tahoe, and
Yeah.
they are all children.
Yeah, exactly. And so we gave him up. We gave up the cat.
You got to sometimes.
Similar to the bearded lizard, you know, there I was, second week of owning the home after leaving out of the dorm. And I'm with Nick, and I go, Nick, we need to elevate this house right now. We need a pet. And that usually means get a goldfish. You know what I mean? Let's just get a cheap goldfish. And so we go to the pet store, and I'm looking around, and then my eye gets drawn to this bearded lizard. It's looking at me, I'm looking at him, and it's definitely giving me the look like I don't want to be seen nor touched
Yeah.
or like taken. And I was like, I can't wait to fucking touch this lizard. Like, I'm going to be that cool dude with a lizard.
I'm gonna win over the
where,
wizard-
like,
the
this
lizard.
lizard's going to crawl over me. It's going to sit on my shoulder.
Yeah.
And, like,
Historically, folks, anyone that has a lizard, the coolest dude. in the
his
party.
shit is gonna be cool. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I walk up to the counter. Guy rings me up. He goes, well, the bearded lizard, you're gonna need a cage for that. You're gonna need a light for that. You're gonna need some freaking some
Lot
dirt
of
for
reading.
that.
Lot of reading.
Now all of a sudden you're gonna need some crickets. God damn it, I don't want no crickets in my house. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like $450. It was like every dollar I had as a young college kid. Buy it. We get home. I fucking deck this thing out. I got a piece of wood for him. I got the
Nice.
crickets all fucking salted up with the
Hell
protein
yeah.
powder. Throw it in there. The thing looks at me, and I look at him, and it looks at me, and I look at him, and I look at Nick. I go, we got to take this thing back. And immediately,
It's not meant to be.
5 minutes later, got back in the car, drove back to that guy, and he goes, yeah, I took bets at the back how long it would take for you to get back here. And he gave me my money back, thankfully.
So, why did you want to take it back? Just because you're like, I don't like this
You
thing?
just realized.
You look at
It's a
certain
bad
animals
idea.
and you go, that animal doesn't want to be owned.
Yeah.
That animal doesn't
Yeah.
deserve, like,
Yeah.
have to live that life. That animal should be free somewhere.
You look at a Pomeranian and you go, if I don't take this thing in, nature's gonna kill it.
Yeah, exactly. And somebody
But
has to
you
take
see
that
a
in.
bearded lizard, and you think this thing is the dominant species in his ecosystem.
There's two options here.
I mean, I really just think it's a purchase regret. I don't think
Yeah.
it's a
Buyer's remorse.
This thing doesn't want to be owned. I think it's a I'm gonna have to take care of this thing, and I don't want to.
Have you guys
interesting.
ever had those situations where you start down the road of buying something, and there's a little voice in the back of your head that goes, you shouldn't be spending money on this.
Yeah.
But then for some stupid reason, whether it's shame or pride, you go through with it anyway, just like Mike's talking about here, and then you immediately regret it.
What was your last bad purchase? Tell us about it.
The last bad purchase, dude, it's so tough to say because I buy a lot of useless shit that I want. You know, one day I'll put up these little figurines somewhere.
Sure.
One day when I move out of Barrett's place, probably in like 2031 or whatever.
Right.
Bad
I thought you were
purchase.
say 20, 30 years.
Maybe like a food thing.
Okay.
Maybe a food
Some
related.
food? Yeah,
maybe a meal where I'm like, yeah, let's go to this place, and like
Right.
it's like, oh, that did not sit well, or that just wasn't. I feel like I only buy shit that I know I'm gonna want.
Yeah.
Like Mike bought this jacket at Chapel Roan. We haven't seen that jacket since.
Hate it.
There's a lot.
I'll buy the
It's
jacket. off
$120
you.
bucks.
I
Hate
love
it.
that jacket.
I'm
The
gonna give
USA
it to you.
jacket.
I'm gonna give it to you.
I
'cause
want
that
it.
jacket sucks.
I will wear that jacket.
What a bad design.
It's an
poorly
it's
designed.
a pullover.
Yeah, no, it's, just
It's
like-
cool. You just
They
wear
look
it.
nice on you too.
Yeah.
You do look sporty.
You know, I had lobster for the second time ever this weekend.
Did you now?
Thought about you guys, and I
Yeah.
had escargot for the first time.
that's a
Whoa.
tough one.
Yeah, I went crazy.
I don't love escargot.
I went-
don't
you know
like
what?
It.
Were they regrets? Did you regret the purchase?
No, I actually loved lobster ravioli with a very
Oh,
special sauce
yeah,
on
that's a
that.
good ravioli.
Whoa, great Italian dinner. Went out on a little date, had a great Italian dinner,
Ooh.
fantastic time. Then there was a moment of
You
like,
check out
you willing to
Cabernet
try
Sauvignon?
this? And I was like, I would never try that. And they're like,
Sea
give
snail
it a try.
conch.
Bit into it. Tastes like it's like a chewy mushroom.
Yeah.
Very chewy, very plain taste. Like nothing that's like and nothing like It was like, oh, there's just something in my mouth that I'm currently chewing on. You know what I mean?
It wasn't like the tuna.
No, not like the tuna. Nothing like the tuna. Yeah. Nothing like the tuna or even oysters.
Yeah, well,
I
it's
love
all
corn
it's sort of
soup.
in the same family.
Yeah.
Oysters can be good, specifically
Mm-hmm.
if you eat them in small quantities, like as a nice appetizer. If they're ice cold, you put a little bit of the red sauce and some horseradish on top of them. Those can be pretty good. But I've only ever had escargot once, and I will never go back to that. Yeah, I think I had it before my palate was a little bit more developed. Like it is. I bet if I tried it now, I probably would find something in it. But it's just too chewy. It's like a calamari, but slightly slimier.
It was
Oh,
like
you know what? I
already
have-
chewed bubble gum.
I do have
Yeah.
a regret,
Oh yeah.
and I'm honestly kind of ashamed to admit this regret
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
because they happen to be the shoes that Nick flamed me for
Oh shit.
for customizing and owning.
Interesting.
Shit.
But I'll tell you the only reason why I regret it, because they just were not comfortable, and I was warned about this shit. I thought they looked dope, but everybody was like, "Those aren't. Those are what's it called? CrossFit
Okay.
shoes.
Yeah. Okay.
They're fucking hard as shit.
They're for
just,
lifting.
They're just not comfortable
Yeah.
shoes.
Yeah.
And I thought they were going to be like kind of runners, kind of soft or whatever.
Mhm.
They were very expensive and very uncomfortable. And I've worn them once, and they've just been sitting in my closet ever. You know what? That is a regret.
It's
They were
too
like
bad.
$130 or some shit like
It's too
that.
bad because the colors are awesome.
Fuck you. The colors are great. The colors are great.
Dude, I'm along those lines, man. I told you guys I had to sell those Red Wing boots that I bought. Those things are so fucking. Remember the ones that I walked in and Mike's like, Slappy, I love those boots. I love. And then
Love the
he
boots.
didn't even wait for me to leave the fucking room. I wasn't even out of earshot until he turned to you. Was like, Wait, what do we think about these boots?
What do
You
we think
like
about these boots? I don't
You
think I like
these
the boots.
What do
I
you
don't
think
like
about
them.
those
And then
boots?
we were like, well, why did you tell him you liked them? Oh, you got to say something. No, you don't. You could just, you don't have to lie.
You don't have
You
to.
gotta say something.
You
to him.
don't.
And
You
guess
don't
what?
have to.
I got him to wear those boots a couple days longer. You know what I mean? Because I said so.
Oh, I wore those boots for a solid year more. I
Yeah.
wore those boots in New York. I wore them in like everywhere that I went on a trip that was like rainy or cold or whatever. I tried to wear them, and man, everyone's like, just buy them. They're gonna break in. They're gonna break in. They're gonna break in. I don't think I've ever had a pair of shoes that was supposed to break in.
Really?
Ever in my fucking life. I think this is a myth. I think the concept of the dress shoe breaking in just doesn't exist.
Oh.
Have you ever worn a dress shoe that was comfortable? Has it ever been
I
comfortable?
don't think so.
I'm ditching the dress shoes. That's what I've decided. Dress shoes don't. No. I'm wearing Nikes. I'm wearing something dope. I'm wearing like fly shoes from now on. No dress shoes.
With the suit, tuxedo?
Yeah, with the suit, tux. Yeah. I think this generation is ushering in. You don't have to wear those anymore.
Well, when did we wear suits? We're not wearing suits.
Yeah,
ever.
and I mean the weddings that you go to, it's like people know. You're a young, casual, fun guy. You don't got to wear those.
I have maybe
New vibe.
3. If I'm lucky, I have maybe 3 weddings left in my life.
Andy's.
Name them.
Mine.
Well, Mike just went on a date recently.
Exactly.
Did you
Mine,
now? We'll get to that in a
Andy.
second. You're not. I mean, come on. Slappy, at this rate.
I need to tell the story that I already.
Slappy, you think you get married in the old folks' home when you're in there.
I need to tell a story that I already told Raj and Nick out there, but Mike was in Tahoe this weekend, so it was me in the Discord with our friend Kevin, Ace X, and the Ace Man was telling me that Mike out of nowhere hits him up and is like, Slappy, you and me, Tahoe.
Yeah.
We'll get dinner, good views, we'll hang out. And he's giving him like the game plan of all the stuff that we should do. And Kevin's like, no, sorry, I'm out right now or whatever. And Mike responds back, when I die, you're going to regret saying no.
So here's where we're at right here. Saturday, 11:44 a.m. Going to Tahoe if you want to come. Easy, quick trip, good food, sunset movie, bagels in the
Look
morning.
at him selling this on it.
Quick jump in the water, back home. ASAX responds, I'm good, LOL. I'm not even home right now anyways. So he can't even go. He's not even there to be picked up.
Yeah.
To which Mike responds, one day I'll be dead and you'll wish you said yes.
He's a sociopath.
Even worse than you said it. Holy shit.
I've been there,
just
though.
letting him know.
I've been there, though, Mike. I told you multiple times. I've told you, the biggest crime on the planet is that I'm married.
He's married.
I'm dedicated. I love my wife. And honestly, all I want to do at night is either go do comedy or go hang out with her. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
And remember when you got the job and I said, Mike, we're going to hang out all the time? And I lied to you?
He promised me.
He promised you.
The biggest regret of my life is that we were never single together. We would have gotten in your cool car and just whipped the dip all the time. It would have been so fun.
That's why I have Andy.
And Andy would have been our B.A. Baracus. Andy would have been our Mr. T. Where we'd be like, Andy, we're just going to come hang out with you for a second.
Yeah.
And then he wakes up and he's in fucking Barcelona with us. We just drug him everywhere we go.
Everywhere we go, man.
You'd have so much fun with us, Andy.
I think the three of
If
us
your brain wasn't-
plus Roger, we need the 4 of us. We need to go out. We need a little dudes trip.
No, here's the thing.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
here's
A
the
little
thing.
dudes trip.
Here's the thing. Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm leaving the office and I go, let's go play hoops.
Yep.
I want to go play basketball.
Mikey.
Mike, let's go.
Yep.
And Mike goes, where are you going? I went to that one place that we filmed the basketball.
Yeah,
He's like,
little outdoor
the
court.
blue court. Okay. And he's very hesitant about it. And Roger goes, fucking see? Anytime that we want to hang out with you, Mike, that we are actually like, Roger says, oh, let's go to the Giants game. And Mike goes, and then all he'll do is get on camera and say, Roger never wants to hang out with me.
Yeah.
But Mike showed up.
Showed up.
Mike
Got
showed up to the
sunburned
basketball
before the
court.
weekend and everything.
Yeah.
I
Mike
think
showed up.
if I didn't call him out in front of everybody,
And
definitely
what did I do?
Mike showed up, took his shoes off.
No shoes.
No shoes
I had
basketball
those
game?
bad shoes.
The Air Force Ones?
Yeah, I had
Now,
those
did
really
you just
bad
get the wrong
shoes.
size in the Air Force Ones? What happened?
He doesn't like the flattest of them.
It's just been too
hard.
long. They're just flat. You know what I mean? It's been too long since I've worn Air Force Ones or even like low tops. And
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. It's like I've just become accustomed to.
So you need more cushion for the push.
Yeah, well, now it's like if you don't get the running shoes, which
Yeah.
everybody loves, those athletic running shoes, they're just your casual day trippers. It's like those are the move. If not, I'm rocking the Timberlands. Wore those.
Did you?
I'm just gonna let you guys know
Tell me, yeah.
that I feel like I'm gonna get taller. Okay, I don't want you to know how, but like in the future, I'm gonna get taller. Okay, I got a plan. I got a plan to
what
get
does
taller.
this mean? What is that?
Just want you to know the TikTok algorithm has spoken to me.
Yeah.
and says, Mike, you need to be a couple inches taller.
You want to get
And
the leg surgery.
I'm just saying I have something in mind that I'm going to get taller with. Okay. I have a plan and it will happen.
Can you give me a hint?
Yeah, yeah.
What the plan is?
Those shoes that I bought,
You can put some
2
lips
for
on it.
$20. So I'm going to get 2 pairs for $20 and I'm just going to wear them every day. The shoes, they gave me 3 inches on the lift.
The ones that were too small?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy more of them. But they're cooler now. Now they're athletic size.
Oh,
The ones that we wore for
TikTok
when we
shoes.
Yes,
when we
the TikTok
did
shoes.
the
Yeah,
studio
I'm getting a
launch.
lot of them now where it's just like, yo, we made cool running shoes on these, and they're super comfortable. And I know in the back of my mind they're not comfortable. And they're like, we're selling them two pairs for $20. And I'm like, shit, am I about to buy a bunch of TikTok shoes to get taller? So this summer 2025, your boy Snowbike Mike will go from 5'9" to 6'1".
You're not 5'9". You're like
you're
5'11".
You're like really tall.
I'm just letting the world know I'm going to get taller.
Because
That's all.
What does your ID say? What does your driver's license height say?
5'10",
You're 5'11".
$160.
We should do you know what we got to do eventually? Maybe we,
Man, it was a while since I was a $162.
I haven't been $160 since 4th grade. You know what we should do? And I'm going to say this, and then here's Andy. I'm going to say this.
Your mind is your
I need
mind.
you to immediately shut me down.
Oh.
Okay. This is the one time I need you to be the contrarian. Patreon goal. We do the official height measurements of everyone in this office.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely
We
not.
go on the Wikipedias, we put them in.
Absolutely not.
That is the absolute.
No,
Yep.
fuck no. Fuck no.
We see who the shortest person in the office is.
Fuck no,
We're gonna
man.
find out today.
We're gonna
Wait, I'll do
Find
some
out.
camera tricks. I will green screen myself. 6'3",
Dude,
everybody.
we
Don't
have to
forget
get. I need everyone to do some sort of like crazy fucking weight loss challenge thing.
I'm
I got to
into
do
it.
it.
I'm into
I'm just like, I can't lose weight. I'm so fucking just hovering around this weight that I hate, and I want to lose 10 pounds, and I need that thing, that energy that we all get sometimes, where it's like, who's gonna lose the most weight, and then if you lose, we measure your height.
If you all were willing,
wow,
if
okay.
you all were willing to rent out that basketball court for $2,000 a day or
So
whatever
much
it is, I would lose
1,500.
weight. I'd be hooping up all the time. What's up, Raj?
I was just gonna say sober October. I'm doing it. I'm not gonna drink all October. So I mean, we can do something right here.
That's okay, but
I mean,
that's not
I've-
that big of a like. I could do that because I really don't like drinking that much.
Yeah.
So that's not that big of a.
And you're looking at Mike and
sacrifice.
Andy.
But I
We
mean,
don't really drink
it's,
anyways.
it's like a
yeah.
non-salty thing. Like I just need a not snack.
Yeah, like we need.
I've been
no
a lot
pizza
better of looking at the
October.
clock and going, it's 8:30.
Yeah.
No more snacking. No more nothing like that.
Tough.
And then I won't eat until it's hard to do the math for me, but it's always got to be 4. So 12:30. You go 16 hours.
Holy shit.
That's good. That's great. That's a great fasting window.
But then there's the fucked up times, Mike, where at 11:30 I'll have
Yeah.
3 handfuls of Skinny Pop popcorn. I'll be like, fuck, we got to put 4 hours on the. So it's like 3:30. I
Yeah.
can't eat till 3:30, and that's what I'm like.
It's skinny pop. It doesn't count. That doesn't-
Anthony
Thank you, Raj.
Anthony
Thank you.
Corbett in the live chat, one of our awesome supporters who's here, says, "Just count your calories, Nick." I do. I count them as they go into my mouth.
Nah.
Yeah, I
No,
like
that's
that.
the problem. Is this like I can? It's when I get tired or when I'm like a little bit down or a little bit just like worn out, and I drive home from a gig that maybe didn't go so well, and I passed by like a pizza place that's open till 2:00, and I think to myself, just do one piece. And then you go in,
What's
and
a
of course you
slice?
get 2 pieces of pizza
Two
and a piece
slices.
of cheesecake because you're
Dude.
like, I'm here. The fuck
Oh,
am I doing?
On the weekends, I'll be doing so
I'm so
great, and
mad.
I got like over 10K steps in. I'm walking all over the damn town, and then it's 12:30, and we're playing Deadlock, and I'll just like I'll go into a fugue state, and I'll black out, and suddenly I have a bag of hot Funyuns and a bag of flaming hot fries, and I just house them both.
Yeah.
Within
Yeah.
12 minutes, like I'm
see, at
eating
least-
so fast.
At least you're eating good snack food because
It's not.
it'll be midnight and I'll be like, I'm antsy.
Oh,
I
do you
should- I
mean
should
good?
go-
Like it's tasty?
like at least it's tasty.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like healthy.
literally, I will because I get antsy at night and I love eating at night. I love my favorite time to snack is like midnight to 2:00. Like no one's around, no one can see my shame, and I just snack and watch like old episodes of a TV show. But lately, I'm like, I'm just not gonna get anything good because then I won't want it. So I'm just stuck eating like canned tuna and canned like bomas, and it's gross and it's just extra calories. I don't even like it, but I like the mouthfeel of something going into my mouth. And it's just fucking gross.
I almost vomited watching
I
Mike
love
eating the
things in my
tuna.
mouth.
I fucking hate tuna.
Oh,
man.
dude, have you gotten to the tuna
babbled.
creations? Like those little like vacuum sealed bags that they have that are already like
like mixed in?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
I've
like
seen
jalapeno
those.
flavors or whatever. Like you put some of that on a cracker. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Dude,
yes,
I-
absolutely.
I've said this before, but I used to work at a call center with one of my good friends, CP, and it was when we first moved to Austin.
His name was CP.
Yeah, Charlie Palacios.
Is
And
he
you
called
never called him
CP3?
C3PO?
No, just CP. Yes.
CP Trey.
CPK.
Well, sometimes he do CXP like
CXP.
RVD. Remember
Oh
RVD?
shit! Yeah, I like
Rob Van
that.
Dam. But I wasn't like anybody who was gonna cook or pre-make a meal. So what I would bring was Ritz crackers, some pieces of ham, and some banana or some like slices of banana or whatever.
Okay.
But he would bring it all in his lunch bag or whatever, and he would make tuna stuff.
Oh no!
And all of my shit smelled like tuna.
Yeah.
And I fucking hated it. Like with a pat, I would get these Ritz crackers. I'd be so excited to like, oh, I'm gonna like enjoy this little treat, and it would just stink, bro. Shit stunk.
Tuna's very
And I
pungent.
fucking hate tuna, man.
Yeah, you can't be that guy. You can't be the.
You
tuna
didn't
guy.
mind it though when you ate it, Mike.
No, it smells worse than it tastes.
Yeah,
That's
it
what I'll
tastes
tell
bland.
you. You have to get to it, but getting to it's difficult. I'll tell you what was worse than tuna was the SpaghettiOs. A lot of people were mad at me because I didn't like the SpaghettiOs, but also then they were like, "Oh wait, it was uncooked. Roger did them dirty."
Well, SpaghettiOs aren't not. I mean, they're always cooked. They're just
Already
cold.
cooked. I mean, and we also heated it up again afterwards.
Yeah,
It's still
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
I had
fine.
such a nostalgic moment the other day when y'all were doing that stream, and I'll tell you about that right after this word from our sponsors.
This episode is brought to you by Shady Rays. Get ready for the season ahead with quality shades built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered with premium polarized shades that won't break the bank. Durable frames and world-class optics for all outdoor adventures. With an extensive array of styles and colors, you're bound to find the perfect pair of Shady Rays sunglasses. Y'all know Tim has been outside in the sun a lot playing Pokemon Go, and he's having a great experience wearing Shady Rays when he's out and about looking dope. If you don't love your Shady Rays, exchange for a new pair or return them within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal. Head to shadyrays.com and use code KINDAFUNNY for 50% off 2 or more pairs of shades. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. That's shadyrays.com and use code KINDAFUNNY for 50% off 2 or more pairs of shades.
I come out and I see a can of chili that
Okay.
had just been cracked open, lid still on it,
Yeah.
and somebody just had a couple spoonfuls of it, cold, uncooked, just like you're in the apocalypse and you find that can and you're like, I gotta risk
Like
it to
you're
get the biscuit.
Daisy, yeah.
And I had such a nostalgic moment because in college and right after college, I used to just do that. I used to just open up canned chili, and in my mind, I would sort of like kind of pretend like I was like a traveler or in the apocalypse, and I was just like
He's
eating
on the
it.
road.
It's very economical. You don't have to dirty a bowl.
And then I think we were all in the other room, like, man, what is Mike? Oh, they're eating out of that canned stuff. And Nick was like, that's actually super delicious. And it's like, it's just like, of course you loved that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Of course you loved it. And it was non-heated too, right?
Yeah.
That's
zero.
So awesome.
Zero heating, just cold.
Oh.
A little clammy, I think would be how you describe the beans in it.
Now, I'd fuck up some Chef Boyardee ravioli, dude.
Cold or hot?
Hot. Like, you gotta. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but we're talking about eating out of a can.
We have a can right here if you want some right now.
I mean, microwave it maybe.
I mean, if you want some.
Put one cold one in there. Just
Why don't you?
surprise them.
Yeah, microwave half
Ice
of it, put the
cold.
other half in the freezer for me.
See what happens.
That'd be great.
Whatever
Gents,
happened to Annie's chili, I have it all there, still there.
you still got it under the bed?
No, it's just in the stream room.
You should, man. Great piece of content. Mike and Nick come over.
Oh god.
HGTV.
Yes.
Your room.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We build you the ultimate stream room.
I
Some
Pimp-
IKEA.
pimp
the
my
amount
room.
of times that I get asked,
Yeah.
man, Andy, you should do like a stream setup, like vlog or whatever. We would love to. And there's no amount of money you could pay me
Mhm.
to make me be willing to show off my desk setup.
Is it just chaos?
It's chaos. It's
Mm-hmm.
just fucking trash, fucking
Is it
crumbs, cables.
Better or worse than Kevin's desk?
Worse.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just like I've always been very cluttery.
Because Kevin's desk has a lot of very sharp objects on
Yeah,
it.
he has a knife on his desk.
He's got a
Yeah.
lot. Like I had to sit there for a while to do these DVDs. That I think today's the last day you can get them. Right? I
Last
don't know
day.
if he was watching. The Snowbike Mike Goes Big DVD extravaganza for our Patreon Platinum tier, which was last month. But I think we have a few left if you guys want them right now. if
Be
you're
the
listening to
first
this.
ones to see it since Kojima.
Unbelievable.
Maybe he'll watch it. Maybe he won't.
He probably won't. It probably won't work.
Might probably.
Yeah, it won't work in his PlayStation.
But I was sitting at Kevin's desk, and I got to live Kevin's life for a few seconds. And I was like, I don't know if he does this on purpose to keep himself like aware of what's going on, but there are, no lie, 3 to 4 things on that desk that could kill him at any moment.
Yeah. It's like
Just-
It's like Home Alone.
It's like Home Alone.
He
but
likes
he's
to keep
stripping
the
himself.
traps going just to keep him alive.
Yeah,
you
it's
know what I
wild. And for a desk that's the same size as mine, he has 0 space. Just 0 space. It's great.
mean? Nick has the perfect desk.
Yeah, there's nothing on it.
Nothing.
You tried for a while,
Cleanliness.
Mike. You tried to put that fucking bro glow on my desk for the longest time.
I tried so hard to start putting shit on
And
Nick's
you kept
desk.
putting it on my shit.
Yeah,
on my
I just put it
desk.
behind his computer,
Yes, I know you would.
and then it would fall off, and I'd be like, Andy, this
We
fell.
never put on that bro glow. We should have done that together. Just
do
to
it right
see
now.
What happens?
What was that?
That was the self tanner. Just the rub in tanner. See what happens.
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
Let's rub some on our arms right now and see
Just
what
want to
happens.
see. Well, Andy's got a wedding. He's got to go to.
Are you going to a wedding this
He's
week?
got to look
Yeah.
good.
That's fun.
What
Austin.
shoes will you wear?
I mean, the most Snowbike Mike thing about me is that I'll rent suits and I won't send them back. And I get charged for them.
Holy shit.
What? That's crazy. Well, that's good. That's elevating your wardrobe. That's
So
fine.
I at least have a suit now, but you
He's got a
know.
suit now.
Have you thought about just buying a suit so you don't have to rent them anymore? 'Cause I'll tell you what.
Well, I technically did buy this suit now, but
That's
now I've
fair.
rented an extra suit. But the first suit came with shoes that I will now like
yeah.
use. So they're just like nice.
It's a whole
kinda-
thing, Nick. You got to return it.
Did you get it
know
on like
what I mean?
menswarehouse.com or one of those like
Black Tux.
Black Tux,
Yeah, one of
okay.
those.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, man, the best investment I ever made was my wedding suit. I've worn that thing for 12 years. I've worn it to multiple weddings. I bought another one in gray, same suit, same cut.
Nice.
And I just alternate back and forth between those. That might be pound for pound the best investment I've ever made for clothing wise. Because I've gotten so much. Guys,
I have about
we
7
these.
blazers I bought from Amazon for during the KFFL.
Mhm.
Just like never expense them. They're just
It's like me with the turtlenecks.
got a navy one, got a
Yeah.
maroon one, got a yellow one.
You got blazers. He's got blazers.
Yeah,
when
I
he
got
needs
a
them.
bunch of them.
Oh, no, I want to do a fun topic. We haven't
Let's
done a
do
topic
something.
for a while from the patrons over there who have submitted. You guys, of course, if you're a patron,
Yeah.
you guys can submit topics just like James Davis did. I don't think we've answered this one before. At least I can't remember in recent memory if I
Okay.
have. So it's going to be a fun one. He said on the subreddit r/askreddit, someone asked a question with a bunch of interesting answers. So I ask you, what was something you really got into, but now it was a phase? It was a phase.
Well, Mom, it was never a phase. You know what I mean? Where do we go?
I mean,
Rock
which
climbing,
one to choose from?
paddleboarding. You know what I mean?
Remember, you wanted to surf for a bit.
I was gonna surf. Still thinking about catching barrels and sweet rips. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
Still, you know what? I'm really thinking about getting a motorcycle license.
You've been
I
talking
want you
about
to know
this for
that
a
this
while.
2025, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna sign up for the class and I'm gonna rip.
You know the class. There's a great class right down the street. Like,
Yeah, and I'm gonna
maybe
pop a
5 minutes
wheelie.
away.
That's all I really want.
I don't think you take a class and they're like, y'all ready to rip? Like, they're going to teach you to responsibly drive a motorcycle.
Yeah, but it's like that time when I got in the ATV with the guy and I was like, how fast can we take this? You know what I mean? I'll look at
Yeah.
the instructor and say, can we rip?
Yeah, I just don't.
Dude,
I expect the second you buy this motorcycle for you to look at this motorcycle,
Yeah.
the motorcycle looks back at you, and you look back at this motorcycle, and you decide that
immediately
this
take
thing
it back.
doesn't need to be
That's
owned.
gotta
Yep.
I had a phase where I was into 7-on-7 football. I thought I had football dreams for a little bit.
Like, was
Like
it
I
just
was watching a lot of Destroying on YouTube. Destroying's a big football YouTuber. And he would go and like watch 7-on-7 games. Cause like Destroying's all about like promoting the youth. So he goes to all these like high schools and shows Friday night football games. And then he'll
Oh.
do the 7-on-7 spring games. And I was like, shit, I would be nasty at 7-on-7 football.
And were you?
Well, I mean, it was all in my mind. You know what I mean? Like in my mind, I'm nasty at football.
Yeah, in your mind, you're pretty nasty at a lot of
A
stuff.
lot of things.
Yeah.
Rock climbing.
I went through a motorcycle phase. You know, I have my license.
See, that's
He
one
could
out of the
teach
three
you.
of us.
He could
Us-
teach you.
Us three.
I did. I
could
when
teach you.
I got this back when I was at IGN. I think it was back when we were actually a long time ago. I got this license. But actually, when I was like dating D for the first year, I went through that phase because it was so freaking hard to park in Nob Hill where I lived. That me and my buddy Ty were like, "Hey, we'll get our motorcycle licenses, and then we'll just be able to park bikes wherever we want." And because you can park them at a little tiny curb or whatever it is. And I was like, this is a great idea. Got the license, did the class, and I'm starting to ride the motorcycle for the class for the first time. I'm like, this feels this feels unsafe. This doesn't feel like it should be allowed.
Why do you get pulled over if you don't have your seatbelt on, but motorcycles are allowed? I don't get it. I do not.
It doesn't. Okay, so I get the license, and my buddy, I don't know if he still works at IGN or not, but Mark Ryan, Sully, who used to work there, he used to do like guides and stuff like that. He was like, Scarpino, if you want, like a few of us go riding, I've got an extra bike. It's street legal. He had like a little, I think it was like a 350 or something like that, or maybe a 250. Super easy. It's like it's lower to the ground, but kind of dirt bike style, so you can feel like you can go over stuff pretty easily. You don't have to it's pretty comfortable. I think it was a Suzuki, and he was like, come out with us. So I went out a few times, and every single time I went out, I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, eventually you're going to get the bug for this. You're going to just feel the open road, because everyone's like, the motorcycle is like a symbol of freedom, right? You don't have to wear a seatbelt. You don't have to do all these things. So I start getting this stuff together, and I was like, well, I got to get like a jacket, right? I got to get and he's like, yeah, I got one for you. It's like got armor and stuff. He's like, okay. He's like, I got a helmet for you. He's like, just buy pants. So I go buy pants. Then I buy the boots, and I'm like, kind of expensive. They're not very comfortable. And then it's the other thing where it's like, well, what time do we start the ride? And he's like, well, we want to start the ride before the traffic gets too bad. So what time is that? Oh, can you be at my place at like 7? I'm like, a.m. or p.m.? And he's like, well, it's like 7, 8 o'clock. We'll just read at like 8 a.m. in the morning at my place. So I'm already getting up early on a Saturday, which is like, this is strike one.
Yeah, already.
The strike one.
Yeah.
You're
right?
off on a bad start.
Because the night prior to this, I'm tying one on, right? I'm 2, 3 in the morning. But I'm like, it's okay. I'll be a little hungover and ride motorcycles for my first time. We have a nice ride. I'm terrified the entire time. Because you're looking down at the road, you're on the freeway for a while. You're looking at the road, you're like, I'm going 70s, maybe 60 miles an hour. And there's nothing between me and the fucking asphalt that's going by me at 70 miles an hour, right? Man, bike probably didn't go that fast. But in your brain, you're like, I'm going 175 miles an hour. Right?
Yeah.
We make our way up to Alice's, which is cool, and I get off the bike, and Alice's, Mike, have you ever been?
No, what's that?
Alice's, I don't know if it exists. I think it may have closed, but it's up in the mountains, up toward like a mountain view. You do all the little windy roads up into the mountains, and motorcycles like it because, like if you're on a cool Katana or whatever, like you can lay a knee down and like, get around the...
Laying knees down.
They're in the full leathers with like the full leather jumpsuit, and they're laying knees down like they're in the fucking, like they're in a video game,
the
right?
Grand Prix.
Yeah, they're in the Grand Prix, the pricks. And so we get up to Alice's, and Alice's is fucking rad. It's this diner, straight up like old school mom and pop diner.
Wow.
You go up there, and it is a freaking scene, man. The parking lot is full of every type of motorcycle you could imagine. The other parking lot by the gas station,
Be a part of that.
by the gas station is like exotic cars and Ferraris and cool shit like that. Everyone just rips it up there. They're on the weekend. You go, you have brunch, everyone's smoking cigarettes, it's having a great time, and you're done with your day by like 9 o'clock, you go back down. So we do this ride a few times, and I'm like, this is cool, but in the back of my brain, I'm like, it's just not, I don't yearn for this. In fact, I'm actually terrified. I'm not scared of this. I don't want to do, and then I slowly come to the conclusion,
I can't justify this.
I don't really like this.
Yeah.
Right? This is not something that I really want to do.
Yeah,
it involves getting up in the morning, it involves buying gear that I don't feel, good about. So I tell my friend, thank you so much. And he goes, let's go out one more time. You go one more time, it's a little rainy. And as I'm coming back down from Alice's, my front tire hits a piece of the asphalt that's painted, one of the stripes in the line. And I don't know if you guys know this or not about, but those stripes get very, very slippery when water gets on them. And I lose traction in my front wheel. And I just put that bike down. I start skidding. And I'm skidding slow enough that I'm realizing like I'm going to be okay. But then there's a part of my brain that goes, there's a very steep drop off on that side. And if I had been going a little bit faster, I would have catapulted myself off into God knows what. And it would have been that scene from Predator where he's just fucking tumbling down the thing and then shoots off into the waterfall. And I got up, the bike was rideable. Realized that my laces on my boots, because they weren't like real boots, they were like combat boots that I bought.
Off.
They were just worn through. I mean, I had to like retie them so that the boot wouldn't like fall apart. Armor did its trick, but it was gone. Those pants were gone. Helmet was good, everything else was good, but the bike was kind of fucked up. And so I got Mark was like, dude, you okay? I was like, yeah. He was like, don't worry about the bike. I'm like, no, I'm gonna pay for this. Got back, was like, get the bike fixed, send me the bill. I'm absolutely paying for this. Do not even a question. And he goes, cool, I hope this doesn't put you off from riding. I'm like, absolutely not. I'll be back. And I fucking never
went back.
rode that motorcycle
Hell
ever
yeah.
again. I think I rode one more time with one of my buddies up in Tahoe. because he was like, let's go ride. I was like, I'll ride around a little bit. And that was kind of fun. But it just never, there's just some part of my brain that's just too aware of the dangers of it.
Yeah,
I just can't do it. So that phase ended.
Pretty gnarly car wreck on Mopac, which is like when you're in Austin, Nick, you think of I-35, the worst highway in the goddamn planet. Mopac is the one that runs parallel to it on the further west side of Austin. And I use the Mopac a lot when I would drive to Best Buy and drive to school or whatever. And I just remember there being a really, really bad car wreck and traffic was really, really fucking awful. And then they talked about how one of the victims and the people who died was a motorcycle driver, and recovering of body parts that were on the sign. Like the sign that said like Mopac or whatever. Like there were parts up there and parts in other spots. I was like, holy shit, that sounds terrifying. It seems like something that I would like to do if I were in a walkable neighborhood or in a walkable city where you're never ever driving that fast. But
Maybe you start with a moped.
Well, I think that's more of my vibe. Like just a little moped, little walkable city.
I'm gonna be real with you. Those are more dangerous, and I'll tell you why. Because you think, oh, this thing only goes 20 to 30 miles an hour, so I don't have to wear any protective gear. People get fucked up on scooters and mopeds all the time because it's not what you're doing. First off, there's a saying in motorcycle riding: it's not if, it's when.
Yeah.
So it's not if I crash, it's when I crash. How will that end up working out? And motorcycle riders, more often than not, survive. Statistically, I think, could be wrong about this, but that's what they told us in the class. So, like, they survive more often than not because if someone else hits them, they're wearing protective gear. So if you go over someone's hood or whatever, you're in full. There's like fucking football pads, Kevlar armor that you're wearing, basically. And I've had friends. I had a friend of mine who moved to San Francisco and bought a Vespa because she thought it was cute. And I was like, hey, like, it is cool and that's rad, but you have to understand, like, you're still riding something around other like 2 to 2,500 pound fucking cars that aren't really paying attention to you. And she was like, yeah, I get to like lane split and all that stuff. I was like, yeah, that's where it gets real dangerous.
Yeah.
And I think I literally was like, hey, let's just go by, like, do me a favor. Let's go by the shop and we'll just get you like a cool jacket that looks cool, right? And like a helmet. She had the helmet already, but she was like, I'll just wear like a trench coat. I was like, nah, get like a cool jacket that has like some protective stuff. And lo and behold, like a week after she got the jacket, she got into a car accident. Someone pulled out in front of her at a stop sign.
Saved
like
her.
It was her. Guy ran the stop sign. She, boom, hit the guy's hood, went over the hood.
Shit.
Fucked the lower half of her body, but the upper half of her body was perfect. And she was like, thank God you made me buy that thing. She was like, I'm not going to wear the pants. And I was like, well, you should get the pants. She's like, I'm not going to wear the pants. But she goes, had I had not done that, she's like, my spine probably would have been fucked up. My shoulders would have been fucked up. Like, it was a whole thing. It was a whole rigmarole.
2025. Anyway. I'm either getting a motorcycle license, or I'm joining a run club. Those are my
Join
two
the run
options.
club. That's going to be better for you.
That's one
Side
is
note.
a lot better for your health. The other
Those
is
are my
not.
two options.
I
just so
say
you
all
know.
these cautionary tales, and I went to go grab some dinner with my buddy down in the peninsula, and he goes, hey, instead of walking, do you want to ride one of these e-bikes that I have? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to ride one of these e-bikes. These things go so fast.
Yeah, me and Mike on the
Man.
scooters, a
So
lime
so
scooters.
fast.
We're scooting. You
Yeah.
just feel it. It's like
He's
such a
like,
great time.
wind
he's
in your
screaming back to me.
hair.
He's like, are you having fun? I was like, you know how dangerous this is?
Yeah.
And he's like, you're going to be fine. I was like, just because you're wealthy and we're in the suburbs does not mean that we can't get CT fucking E.
Anytime
on these things.
anytime I'll be driving in the road, if there's like a really deep pothole or a big or something, and you got to like swerve in your car, and you're like, holy shit, that was scary. I think about what would happen if you were in a bike and had to like, oh shit, you're done. Like,
Oh, you're done. Yeah.
If you try to swerve too quickly, if you hit that thing, like, no thanks, man.
They
Join a run club, Mike.
join the run club. I'll join a run club with you. I mean, my knee will explode, but I'll join it with you.
You,
wanna
can
come
join. You
do-
can join the. Whenever I drive into work, I always see people
got a
running
little
down
run
the
club, you
side
see
and
it?
of all different like ages. Because I was like, is this like a high school? It's like, oh no, there's like a lot of like older adults there as well.
Oh, he's got the
and
run
I
club.
think it.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, I think it's like the fire department. Maybe they're just kind of like running around. Run with
Why
them.
don't you come do jiu-jitsu with me?
Roger said he wanted to sign up for that.
Yeah, but Roger hasn't done it yet.
But this isn't about Roger. We're talking about you.
Roger's willing to sign up for
Nick
that.
destroyed his, what was it, your elbow? Or what?
My shoulder's really
yeah,
fucked
your
up.
shoulder
Shoulder's
right around
fucked
the
up.
same time. And
I
was
went
like, "Ah,
back.
good,
I went
I'm
back.
good."
It's fine.
He
It's
went
okay.
back, Roger.
My shoulder feels totally fine. I probably should have had it fixed, but I just decided not to. And it's fine. Last night was I at a show, sitting down, zoned out, And then the headliner was like, cool guys, that's gonna be it for me. Thanks so much. Let's give it up for your host. And I was just a little too far away that I was like, oh fuck, I gotta move. And I planted my hand to get up. And as I did, I felt my shoulder pop a little bit. And now it hurts a lot. But you take some aspirin, Roger, you get right back on the
Shake it
mat.
off.
bit,
You
just
shake
a
it
little
off.
Are you going to be okay if we ever do this kind of funny basketball game?
Left shoulder, it's totally fine.
Oh, nice. Okay.
My right
he'll
shoulder's
shoot with
great.
his right.
I shoot with my right hand.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Also, I don't need a working shoulder to miss every single
Yeah,
shot.
it's a miss.
Mike,
Michael's getting all the rebounds.
okay, let's do this. You and me and Raj,
Yeah.
we go do your first jiu-jitsu class. We see if you like it. Do you like being smothered by other men your size?
Yeah, I love getting
Do you like
close
the
with
feeling
men.
of claustrophobia and sweat? You want to smell someone's sweat?
Like the fact that Mike is being like held and touched by somebody,
Yeah.
I think he'd be okay with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, as
and,
long
and
as I
that's
can
in a
just
very
close my
non.
eyes.
I mean, it's not
That's
really-
a that's a very non-sexual way, by the way. Like the other day, Roger told me
Oh no.
we went to. I took Mike to go get this and this lunch, and he gave me a big bear hug.
Yeah. Just let Roger
I tell the
know.
other
One
story,
day I
but-
might die. One day I might die, Roger. You're going to get the best of it.
Well, yeah, no, I just took him to Costco. And first of all, I took him to Costco to get a chicken bake for the second day in a row because he really
Can't
wanted
we
it
talk
2 days
about
in a
those
row.
chicken bakes,
And then
man?
I go into the
Holy
car,
shit.
and then he from the passenger seat goes over to me and just starts giving me the biggest barrel. He's like, "Ah, man, I needed this. I'm like, no,
Costco.
your health does not need
He's
this."
so lonely, Roger.
Roger
And
just
you're
doesn't
the
get
only
it.
person that can
Yeah.
hang out with him, and I don't understand why you won't.
I
just won't do
offered.
it.
I
He
offered
won't
this
do it.
weekend, and he's just like,
He missed out on history with me.
See, Mike knows anytime he wants now.
Oakland A's.
He missed out on history, Andy.
He's so mad at me.
He's so mad at everybody for not going to the Oakland A's
Yeah.
game with him. And then when he's there, he goes, "Oh, the whole time I'm just like looking at the field. I'm looking at Cool Greg. I'm like, soak it in." And then Cool Greg doesn't give a fuck.
Soak it in, Cool
Cool
Greg.
Greg, who is San Francisco through and through, and
Yes.
probably hates the Oakland A's because he's a fucking massive Giants
Soak this
fan.
in.
He's a Warriors fan and a
Never
Giants
do it
fan.
again.
Probably could not stand the fact that he was in Oakland A's stadium right now.
It's a beautiful day.
I'm also just disappointed with you, Mike,
History.
because I expected you to bring back at minimum 4 seats from the A's stadium.
Yeah, there was a lot of conversation in the car. There was a lot of excitement building of the idea that we could destroy some shit and steal some chairs. Thankfully, we didn't. Okay,
You got a jersey.
I did buy a jersey. I bought a jersey. I wanted a Kelly Green, but they don't sell Kelly Green. So I bought that. And also, they stopped selling anything that said Oakland on it.
So the Oakland A's jersey, that's sort of going to be a collector's item later down the road.
Yeah, they'll just anything that says Oakland on it,
Yeah.
that will be kind of a special one where
That's pretty cool.
You'll know because anything that says athletics, they're buying. But yeah, the Oakland stuff, they're not going to sell that anymore.
I wish I was into sports enough to be able to wear a jersey occasionally. Here we go. Yeah,
Here
Roger
they
just
are
pulled it
still
up.
in the chairs.
Just ripping
Yeah,
up
so
some...
this was the night before we went.
How'd they get him out of
These
there?
two dudes just ripped this right off the concrete, and then
Damn, these guys are strong as shit.
night number 2 that we went, they lost. It was a very somber moment. And then day number 3, that's when the crowd was like, "We're destroying stuff because
We're
we're
gonna
never
rip
coming
this
back."
out.
Yeah. That was big.
What? So they're moving the team to
Vegas.
right? But now they're playing in
But Sa-
Sacramento for a while.
Yeah, they still have to build the stadium.
So this guy wasn't like, hey, let's just stay in the stadium for 3 more years while the other stadium's built. He just didn't
No.
want to negotiate that.
Like, this place is a shithole, and nobody wants to come to these games. We're leaving.
we are averaging at
Yeah.
least like 12 people in the stand. No, it was like astronomically low attendance for the whole season
Because of just where location, because people didn't
because
want
a
to
lot
go
of
to
people
that
had
part of
also
Oakland.
just given up on the franchise,
Yeah.
knowing that like, oh, you're just taking the shit away. Fuck you all, you know.
Fair.
He's not putting money into the team. They're not winning. They're going to leave anyway.
This is Major League, basically.
This is Moneyball, baby.
Yeah,
Wow.
Moneyball.
I mean, it's Major League is the reference I get.
Good
Moneyball's
movie.
good too. Andy,
Hey,
any phases that you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, Andy, play some sick beats and let's talk.
Because you used to be a
some more.
musician and you don't do that too much anymore. Is that a phase?
No, that wasn't a phase.
Do you miss it? Do you wish that at some point you could get back onto the stage and just fucking rip it?
Yeah, I do.
I asked him that after the concert.
I've always wanted to throw together just like a cover band to one day be like, hey, I'm renting out this hall. We're playing a bunch of like pop rock, punk, emo hits.
I'm not gonna lie. If you were to just once a week, instead of streaming, what's the game that's big right now that you want me to play? that you're gonna
Deadlock?
teach me?
Deadlock.
Instead of streaming Deadlock, if you just got a band together in your room and just practiced while you Twitch stream,
If we came over, we could clear that room
that would be
out.
fucking huge.
Get you some space.
That'd be huge.
What do you need?
What do you
A
need?
drummer?
Andy's got lead guitar and vocals.
Yeah. So like, what do we need? Who do we need to recruit?
We need a drummer.
I would clone myself and play drums.
Okay. Well, we can't do that yet. So we need a drummer.
We need a drummer.
Bassist.
Okay.
A bassist.
Okay.
Maybe keyboards / backup vocals.
Okay.
I mean, I would prefer to be backup vocals.
So you need a vocalist.
So you need 3 people.
4.
Maybe 5 max.
That's, by the way,
Because a lot of these punk songs will have a rhythm guitarist where it's just power chords, and then the other guitarist is lead, playing the either the riffs on top of it.
I'm not going to say we've stumbled upon something amazing, but if we called the band 5 Max, that's fucking
5
good.
Max is really
That is
good.
good.
5 Max.
That's a great name for a punk band.
Should I put out a Craigslist ad?
Andy's band is coming together in his room. Maybe we'll get him those bunk beds that Kevin won't shut up about.
5 Max recruiting now.
Hold on, I have to set Nick up for. I don't know if I even remember how to do this, but I just, for old time's sake, got to set up Nick.
You want to
Set
do
him
it?
up. How do you
quick.
find like-minded individuals to join a band?
Craigslist mostly.
Craigslist is like.
And then if you post the wrong ad, they will come fuck you as well. Like that on Craigslist.
Shit.
Yeah, I think that's still
well, they're
happening.
going to Andy's house. So
It's fair enough for me.
He's already thinking it.
I'm ready.
He's
I'm
already
trying to figure out what year it
thinking
is. Wait. Action. Action.
Shit.
Here he comes. I need a beat.
I have to. Why aren't the jumps played?
And we gotta
Oh,
get you
because you're
into
arpeggiato. I'll figure it out, Nick. Don't worry about it. I'll
Okay.
figure it out.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Static. Lasers. The Nighthawk.
Oh, I gotta redo this. The vibe is all. I gotta go minor keys. Minor
get
keys.
the vibrant.
Minor
Get the-
keys.
get the
It was
vibrant.
hopeful though.
Minor keys.
It was
Yeah, it's gotta be
hopeful.
minor.
There it is. Spectrum. Orbital. The year is 2027. One man, one motorcycle.
Yes.
No vision.
No vision. Chai lattes. His
Negative
mom wants him to go on
vision.
Ozempic.
Did I tell you that?
What?
Mom was like, "Have you ever thought about going on Ozempic?" I said, "I'm gonna get a hold of it. Let me try one more time." I said, "Let me try one more time."
Did you order them for the mail at one point? Or what?
Oh my God, Mike. Oh, Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been it for this week's podcast. If you didn't know, this is where we come together every week. It's a main focal point for our channel. The year is 2024, soon to be 2025. The presidential election looms. Who will win? Kamala Harris or former President Donald J. Trump? Doesn't matter because you're here with us right now. Here, together. The 3 of us. Roger, me, you, Andy, Mike. The 5 of us. We can save the Earth. We can save the planet. Mike will be the Knight Rider one day. The man, the myth, the legend, the true one. Andy will lay down those nasty beats. He is our savior. He is our hero. And me, your host. Taking you out, taking you in, taking you with on this journey. Thank you so much for your support over on patreon.com/kindafunny. This laser goes to you. You're listening in your car, rev your engine, and let the lady next door to you know Daddy's coming home.
Tell them about pesto.
Oh, don't forget to watch that hippo.
Mudang and
Pesto
pesto.
was the penguin.
Mudang and pesto.
Pesto was the penguin.
They run the internet currently.
Ladies
That's
and
all
gentlemen,
society talks about.
thank you so much for joining us on the Kind of Funny podcast today. I've been Nick. You guys have been amazing. We'll be back next week. But until then, it's been our pleasure to serve you. Good day.